Hello. Today I want to speak about a very personal and yet very important national issue. Unfortunately, it involves persons that are close to me, but also very, very powerful and influential citizens. Two people who have enjoyed an excellent personal relationship in the past. Two people who are currently significant in terms of the outcome of the 2007 elections. Two people who represent vested interests that are increasingly entrenching themselves. Two people who will determine whether our country continues on a trajectory that sometimes subverts the rule of law and sometimes upholds it. I'm talking about the drama we're seeing, we're witnessing between Malam Nasir El-Rufai and Malam Ribadu. It's unfortunate that we're talking about individuals, but they are more than individuals, these two. They represent tendencies and interests in this country that cannot be ignored. And either by design or accident, two things are going on that have pitched them together in both personal terms and in official terms, and in political terms as well. Malam Nasir El-Rufai alleges that the National Security Advisor, Malam Ribadu, is behind all his travails. His attempted arrest, he called it abduction at the airport, and the attempt to prosecute him. Malam Nur has not said his own side of the story, but from the moment Malam Nasir El-Rufai signified his intention to return to this country, most keen observers in this country knew we were likely to witness a drama that is part political, part personal. But the airport drama showed quite clearly that the state has not responded with the level of intelligence and responsibility it needed, and therefore it played into the hands of Malam Nasir El-Rufai. Then Malam Nasir El-Rufai, an otherwise intelligent, articulate, and very knowledgeable Nigerian, makes some elementary mistakes. He admits on live television that he's aware of an illegal activity of tapping via the telephones of the National Security Advisor. And this is something difficult to retract and difficult to deny because it's there. I think Malam Nasir El-Rufai made a mistake. But if this saga had stopped there, he would say, okay, fine. The state has a duty to investigate and prosecute Malam Nasir El-Rufai. He's a citizen like everybody else, under the laws of the country and not beyond them, and with fairness and justice. Regarding his allegation that he knows someone who was wiretapping Malam Ribadu, if that represents also a breach of the law, the state can prosecute him. Now we're going beyond that now. There are now allegations from Malam Nasir El-Rufai that Malam Ribadu is involved in the importation of some kind of poison. He has gone as far as writing a letter to Malam Ribadu, demanding an explanation over what this substance is, what purposes it is being imported for. Malam Ribadu in return has asked Malam Nasir El-Rufai to provide evidence that such a thing has happened, the importation of chemicals or poisons, so that the appropriate national agency of the federal government can investigate. Now, all these drama go beyond two persons who, as I said before, have enjoyed excellent personal relationships in the past and are right now involved in very painful brickbats. Perhaps more on the side of Malam Nasir El-Rufai than on Malam Ribadu. But the bottom line is this. This fight is not about two individuals. It's about our country, about the rule of law, and about our commitment to investigate corruption where it occurs, irrespective of who is suspected, and to be investigated in the manner that suggests that you have to prove that Malam Nasir El-Rufai was involved in corruption, independent of his political leanings or his past. And it is important that this is done properly, irrespective of all the provocations. For Malam Nur, he has a very sensitive position. It is important that he separates his office from his relationship with Malam Nasir El-Rufai. The nation would watch to see how this drama unfolds. What we expect, that whatever happens, sad as it is, these two individuals will find a way in which they can limit the damage that is deepening and worsening their relationships. But more importantly, that Nigeria can find a way in which allegations of corruption leveled against powerful people can be investigated and they can be punished if we find them guilty. Anything outside this boundary is wrong and is unacceptable.